This presentation is about Emma Hart Willard, who was born on February 23rd, 1787, and she passed away on April 15th, 1870, at the age of 83. Emma Willard was known for being an activist for women and their education. She founded the Troy Female Seminary School in the late 1700s. She was also a writer of many books that pertain to women's education, higher learning, and her ideas and perspective of life, politics, and society. She was young when she married her husband, and she did have children. Willard's educational ideas are the foundational facts that brought about the conclusion of her philosophy on women's education. She believed in women's education, and she taught herself how to teach. Willard initiated a homeschool program called Middlebury Seminary. It was a success, but more needed to benefit from her ideas and passion. She proposed a motion to legislature to improve women's education. These are some of Willard's ideas based on her beliefs of women and women's education in the late 1700s. Education is a combination of faith in human reasoning and science, as well as evangelical Protestantism. Rationality is the logical ordering of sensory experiences. Human beings should concentrate intellectual energies on solving practical problems to improve humanity. Emma Willard's educational ideas and beliefs had a major impact on education. It benefited many women seeking higher learning during the 1700s, 1800s, and currently because of the Troy Female School in Troy of New York. The institution teaches women college-level sciences, maths, and social studies. This is a video pulled from the introduction of the Troy Female School website that further describes Willard's educational impact. Please listen.
Emma Willard School proudly fosters in each young woman
a love of learning,
the habits of an intellectual life,
and the character, moral strength,
and qualities of leadership
to serve and shape her world.
Many critics of Emma Willard's ideas and beliefs on women's education came from educated men and American society as a whole. The education offered to women after the proposal to legislature, for the record, was claimed to be unsatisfactory and highly lacking substance, depth, credibility. The methodology needed improvement, so they say. Women cannot teach math, science, and social studies or history. As a matter of fact, they weren't even allowed to learn those subjects, nevertheless teach those subjects. Women back then could only teach cooking, sewing, cleaning, and it was believed that women could not do what men did. My personal perspective and reasoning behind Emma Willard's educational ideas, beliefs, and impact is as reads. Emma Willard's educational theory and philosophy as an advocate for women's higher learning has allowed women over the years to engage in scientific, historical, and mathematical studies. Her theory and philosophy is currently in practice because of the Troy Female Seminary School, which is still in operation. Women are entitled to higher education and are able to explore every profession or career. This is a statement from Emma Willard speaking to others about a father whose daughter attended and participated in studies at one of her schools. This statement is a clear representation of the impact of Willard's philosophy about higher education for women. Her legacy lives on. The statement reads as follows. His daughter returned from her boarding school, improved in fashionable airs, an expert in manufacturing fashionable toys, but in her conversation he sought in vain for that refined and fertile mind in which he had fondly expected.